We got some breaking news, y'all. On a Father's Day, look at this. A big first trade of the offseason. The Memphis Grizzlies and the Orlando Magic making a trade. By the way, don't look at my background. It's messy right now. I'm in the middle of getting ready to go celebrate Father's Day, so chill out. But look at this. Just about 15 minutes ago, the Memphis Grizzlies are trading Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic for KCP, Cole Anthony, 4 unprotected first-round picks, and 1 first-round picks swap. So this is pretty nuts in and of itself. This is kind of crazy to think about for a couple reasons. We've been suspecting that the Magic need to make some sort of move, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. We all said they need offense. We said they kind of needed a point guard that could create things. Needed someone that could really create some offense for them. When we kind of suspected that KCP, Cole Anthony, and like some first round picks are probably what's going to get it done, but 4 first round picks is pretty insane. So Orlando is sending the 16th overall pick in the draft, the Phoenix first round pick in 2026, which could be valuable, a Magic unprotected one in Orlando 2030. Why did they do Magic and then Orlando? Just keep it the same. And then the pick swap is lightly protected in 2029. That's a lot of picks. So again, there's a lot of things to touch on with this. First, let's talk about like trade economy, right? We talk about economics a lot on this channel. Like first round picks, as far as like we were aware and what I was aware when hearing like trade talks and stuff from my own sources, like first round picks were just kind of being held on to really tightly right now because of like Rudy Gobert trades, DeJounte Murray trades, all of these other things where people mortgaged all of their picks to go get things. First round picks are at an all-time high. Now we just saw 4 of them go, and mind you, they didn't really give up any valuable players per se to go get Desmond Bane, so maybe it took all of these picks to go make it happen. But this is super interesting. I just want to go over to look at some EPM numbers quick. Sorry, I made a quick cut for a second. I wanted to just pull up like Desmond Bane and like his like actual like EPM and shooting splits right here. So like this is a great player, right? Like here's the offense that you're looking for. 91st percentile. He's a 90th percentile player overall. You take a look at some of the shooting splits. You got a 40% 3-point shooter, and the attempts are looking pretty good, right? Like this guy, he can get buckets. We understand that Desmond Bane is a good basketball player. Where I'm kind of confused is like I don't necessarily see Desmond Bane as like the high level creator that I anticipated Orlando going out and getting. Like don't get me wrong, he's not a bad creator. Like I instantly think he's maybe better than like Apollo Franz or like a Jalen Suggs, and it's not maybe by much though, if at all. Like if I really sit down and think about it, I'm not even completely sure. Typically a pretty good defensive player overall, and don't get me wrong, he's an upgrade, but it's kind of strange. 26 years old, right? That's great. Again, good basketball player, and he kind of fits this like Orlando Magic mold, but I don't really know if this was like the move that you thought it was. I'm not sure it's the high level creator that you need, because he's now going to take up like a good amount of your cap space between him, Paulo, and Franz. It's going to take up a lot of the money that you're able to offer people, and I just feel like this is an incomplete team still. You threw a lot of picks at him, and again, good basketball player. I should be pulling up more of his numbers just to take a look, but this is a really kind of confusing one to me. So 19 points a game this last season. Don't be tripping out by the drop from like 23 the season before, right? Just because like Ja wasn't playing the whole year, like Jaren was out at points. But you've got a really efficient offensive basketball player, a tough-minded guy. Like the assists are awesome, the rebounds. Like I don't know. It's not what I had imagined. I feel like you need someone to really like initiate offense, like get into the paint, create a little bit more off of some of those opportunities. I'm just not so sure. I feel like pulling up the shooting chart might not be the worst thing in the world either, just so we can get a better visual of everything. If I can talk about this from the Grizzlies' perspective, this just feels like an all-time sell high moment. I think KCP on this team is actually going to go back to being a lot more valuable than he was in Orlando, because there are creators around him that he can play for. He's going to play elite defense. Like they're kind of just taking a step down from Desmond Bane, but still having a very similar type of player. Cole Anthony, I'm not sure how necessary he is in this group, but you got 4 first-round picks and a swap for it. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Let me pull up Mr. Desmond Bane here, and I would like, I'd like field goal percentage versus like average is what I'd probably like to take a look at here. But again, I just don't know if this was the move for Orlando. I find this really interesting. Magic president Jeff Weltman made clear the franchise was taking an aggressive win now approach this offseason. So yeah, like I appreciate that. I'm glad Orlando's trying this, but Orlando also doesn't always make the smartest moves in history because yeah, if we look at this, like, we're not really getting to the paint and creating a lot of things, and I feel like that's part of what we need to do on this team, is I feel like we need someone that can be a creator. It's great that he can step out and hit some shots. Don't get me wrong, any shooting on this team is valuable, and Desmond Bane is a good player, and he's not going to sag off on defense at all for you, but this is weird for me. Grizzlies, no, I think you guys crushed it. Like, you can use all these picks to go do something else now. The 16th pick in this draft is going to be solid. I'm not sure you needed Desmond Bane anyway. It says Bane is one of 3 NBA players with 800 made three-pointers and 40% three-point shooting since entering the league. He shot 43% on catch-and-shoot threes. He'll be a major boost to the Magic, who ranked last in three-point. Yeah, but and that's great. Like, again, I don't want to diminish that Desmond Bane's a good player. It's just, I don't think it's what they needed. I think they needed someone that can actually, like, have the basketball in their hands the whole game and can create for guys like Paolo and Franz and make their lives a little bit easier and just initiate some offense. This feels slightly redundant to Jalen Suggs. And I know Suggs is a little bit more comfortable with the basketball than this, but it feels redundant, right? Now, if there's more moves that come in place of this, I don't know if a Suggs, Darius Garland move is actually going to take place, then now all of a sudden we got something really interesting cooking, right? But this is the weird one for me with Orlando. I'm not sure I necessarily understand it. I'm not saying it's a bad move by any means. It feels like you paid a lot. And again, 26-year-old, really good basketball player. Maybe it does take 4 first-round picks, considering you didn't send any valuable players over. I think if you're the Grizzlies, though, I think you're pretty happy with this overall. It frees up a little bit of salary situation, although they're not going to get Kevin Durant or anything, we know now. So I'm curious what their plan is to add some wings. I do think KCP will be a valuable piece to this team. Again, they can use Cole Anthony, but the Grizzlies have a lot of draft picks to use. This might free up some minutes for like a GG Jackson or something like that to play some more forward minutes or something. Some Vince Williams Jr. Like, they've got some depth there to try to put in. It's not quite the same type of player, but, and you're obviously banking a lot on some younger guys, but I don't know. It's weird to me. I'm very curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this. This was not a move that I saw coming in any capacity. Again, I don't necessarily agree that this was the player to go get, but I can't tell you that you didn't get a good player either. Again, maybe there's more moves on the way. I'm just giving you guys kind of my initial thoughts with it. But yeah, I don't know. I just wish we got someone that could get to the paint a little bit more, was a bit more of a creator, but I'm thinking about it live. Like, we've seen Desmond Bane be pretty solid at it. I want someone a little higher level. Like, I honestly would have rather them still gone and got like an Anthony Simons, because I think it's the exact type of player, while not nearly as quality of a player overall as Desmond Bane. I just think it was the type of player that they needed. But hey, culture matters a lot, and the play style does matter for teams like this, and maybe they just felt he's a better just general fit, and this is the best in between of everything they could get. So I don't want to judge it too hard. Again, you didn't give up any players you needed, which is awesome, and the Magic did have a pretty good amount of draft picks, but I'm curious how this affects the rest of the draft economy. I really, really am, because that's a lot of picks going out. But again, no valuable players necessarily lost. So I think if you're the Grizzlies, I think you're pretty happy about this. We probably have to ask, what direction are they trying to go now? Are they going to try to get more forwards, get a better starting center, something like that? I don't really know who's available is the question, though. But you got really good value return for a Desmond Bane. So yeah, I guess I pass it off to you guys now. What do you guys think of this? Down in the comments below, and I got to get going to some Father's Day stuff. So we'll talk to you guys later. Draft week starts on Monday. Thanks so much. Bye.